This is a review video slash redirect video for My Hero Academia Season 4, episodes 15, 16, and 17. The 2 episodes I need to catch up on because of my break and everything. Apologies for that, but I am back. So, click in the link in the description below to go watch my reaction to these episodes, and then come back here to see my full kind of review, my thoughts on them, and theories and ideas and stuff like that of things to come next. So, click away now, or be spoiled as to what happens in these episodes. Okay. So, very, very good episodes. I actually liked them quite a lot. We had the kind of after effects of the raid, and, you know, what everyone's kind of, thinking and doing and so on and so forth. We had, a little bit of, them meeting up with the rest of the kids in, 1A, and they're kind of, you know, what's the term? I'm forgetting it. A reunion. There we go. Their little reunion in the hallway and everything when they got back. Then we had basically 2 episodes ish. Well, an episode and a half kind of thing anyway. Of Bakugo, Icy Hot. I can't remember his actual name. Whirlwind and Cammy, as long as other kids as well, but them getting their training in order for their hero license. That whole section was very, 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 very cool. Because at first it was them trying to understand what they needed to do to win the hearts of the kids. And I guess Gang Orca kind of like left it vague on purpose just to see like what they would do. And if they do it correctly. So very, very cool, with what they did in the end, at least, you know, kind of thing, like them lifting all the kids up, and then while that's all happening, I should look up his name. I'm just gonna keep calling him Icy Hot. That's the only thing I can think of for his name right now. Because it's not Kirishima. Kirishima is the Rocky guy. Why can't I remember his name? Damn it. Why am I forgetting his name? Todoroki. There we go. Jesus Christ. Todoroki froze all the kids' quirks, objects and stuff like together in like a big kind of slide thing. You know, showing off like the creation that you can do with your quirks and everything, showing them the cool side of things that you can do stuff with. It literally cool. So that was really cool. And then Bakugo kind of not really using his quirk to show off because his quirk is very explosive and dangerous and violent and all that kind of stuff like that. So it was actually kind of smart that he didn't do anything with his quirk, because you don't want to promote the kind of violence and stuff like that they were doing to their teacher. So that was good on his part to kind of just step back and let the rest do their thing, which I think shows the teachers exactly what kind of hero he is. Like, if he needs to step back and it's like required for him to step back and it's like not a good thing to step up kind of thing, then he did right, essentially. So that was really good. He literally just let the rest do their thing. I mean, he helped, you know, hash the plan out and, you know, kind of plan out what we need to do, but that was really, really cool. Got to see a little bit of Cammy's ability too as well. We never got to see her initially because she was taken over by Toga. So it was mostly just her likeness, but like not really like her quirks. Or her quirk, I should say. Not quirks. So that was really cool to get to see her actual quirk in action, and, you know, a little tease here and there. I guess it's not really like in action, like in combat situations, but just from what the kids were doing, like the one kid with like the love heart like bomb thing or like laser thing that she did it against Cammy. Did it technically against Illusion. But that's really cool that her quirk is sort of like Toga. Maybe that's might be why Toga chose her specifically to impersonate in the course, was because her quirks are vaguely similar, essentially. Um, that's interesting, actually. I wonder if that's the case. I wonder if they researched all the kids going to the test, and then picked out the one closest to her abilities, so that way she could blend in a bit more. Um, yeah, that's actually kind of really interesting. Anyway, so yeah, we got to see her. So her quirk is basically like smoke, like yeah, like smoke out of her mouth, and then she can kind of manipulate it and turn it into like a mirage kind of illusion thing. Um, Whereas she'd had um, uh, Todoroki kind of show up, during the blast, essentially, and then she did the aurora lights up in the sky. So there's quite a bit of like range to her ability, which is very very cool. Like I'm wondering how far she could push it. Like how far? What's her limit, right? Because everyone has like their limit. Like, um, uh, Midoriya can only go 20% without breaking his body, kind of thing. I mean, he can go further, but like I said, he just breaks his body, so he can't. It's not feasible for him to do that. Um, at some point, Bakugo did have a limit. I'm not sure what his limit is now, but his limit was against All Might when he was like pushing himself to like do explosions. It was like hurting his arm and everything doing that. Um, and then um, let's see, Uravity. Her weakness is like using her quirk on herself, kind of thing. She gets nauseous. So there's some kind of limitation there. I mean, she's working on it, but that's like her current limitation. Um, but I mean, everyone has like their limitations. I'm not wondering what Cammy's limitation is. Can she only do one illusion at a time? Can she do multiple? Can she do only like a short range around her? Well, I guess a short range around her wouldn't work because she did the aurora lights in the sky, which is above the whole stadium kind of thing. So she at least she had that distance covered. But I'm wondering like a far away distance kind of thing. Like, can she set an illusion to walk, a set distance, and then after a certain while, it just kind of evaporates because it's too far away from her? I don't know, the little things that I kind of think about with quirks and everything. So, um, very very cool group episodes though. They worked out the whole, winning the kids' hearts very easily. I mean, Bakugo's initial plan was to fight them, but I'm wondering if that was just a taunt, to get them to attack, and then them kind of blocking it and showing how like they didn't really find it too interesting or whatever to even dodge, um, and then them attacking again. Once the leader kid whatever like that was like, oh, they're not afraid of us, whatever. Um, and then them attacking again, and that's when they kind of picked them all up and then showed them, the slide or whatever. So yeah, I mean, overall, it was a very very good group of episodes. It was pretty much just all kind of after the raid stuff, and then mixed with like, a couple of the characters that we never got to see, for the longest time. Essentially, we never got to see Whirlwind Dude, since the licensing exam. Cammy, we never even get to saw. Well, we never got to see Cammy before until now. Truly herself, essentially. Apparently she was sleeping for 4 days. Like she was drugged to sleep. So this is the first time us meeting Cammy, essentially. And then of course Bakugo and Todoroki. With them having to step out a lot of the battles and everything because they're not pro heroes. They can't deal with anything pro hero likes and whatever. So, the licensing test thing is coming up for them, so they have to train for that and so on and so forth. So it's really cool that we got to see them do it a little bit and what they're learning because of it and everything. So yeah, very very cool group episodes. I really did highly enjoy it. I think that's pretty much all. I mean, I'm probably missing something. I mean, there was that one guy in the woods, the big tall dude, whatever like that. He's like very ominous and everything. You know, I was gonna say like world ending sort of strong, but I'm sure there's some limitations to his power that they can kind of exploit, to beat or take him down or whatever like that. I'm sure there's something. And then what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? The the very end of episode 17 when naval laser guy, I can't remember his name. Actually, I'll just pull up a thing so I can remember his freaking name. Ayuyama, I guess. I can't remember his hero name though. Dang it. Let me look up his hero name. Hero names. No, those are just character names. Hero names. Where is... How do you spell his name again? Damn it. Yuga. Alright, where's Yuga's name here? Oh wait, no, is this the hero? Okay, real name. Okay, okay. Let me look up Yuga. Where's Yuga's name? Where is him? What? Naval laser? Is it not here? Like, what the heck is... Oh, sorry, those are the pro heroes. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong list. Jesus Christ, here we go. Quirk, naval laser. I remember that bit. Hero, okay. Hero name is Can't Stop Twinkling. God damn it. So, him showing up and, I guess, like, the intention was way off, but he attempted to talk with Midoriya and kind of like, Whedon's like, I know your pain, you and I are the same kind of thing, I got your back, whatever kind of thing. But then like me and Deku and all of them, probably everybody misinterpreted that whole whole thing as him being like interested in Midoriya in like a creepy way, whatever. My goodness, but I'm glad. It's kind of funny that it happened that way, but I guess it's still kind of happening too as well because he's still giving him treats and everything. I don't know why, of all things, like cheese squares or whatever, little sandwich things or whatever you call them. Very, very odd, like what he's doing, but it was really funny how like it switched us on us kind of thing like that, and it was like we're Jesus, calm down, like don't get creepy, all that kind of stuff, but it wasn't creepy at all. Well, it was, but yeah, not in the way that we were thinking. So that was really funny. Yeah, I mean, there's not much for me else to mention, I don't think. Again, I'm probably missing something, but at the moment in time, I can't remember. So I'll just have to push out and, if it comes up later, I'll mention it later kind of thing in the later episodes. But thank you so much for watching. What do you guys think of these episodes and everything? How did you guys like them? Leave a comment down below of what you guys thought and everything. And I'll see you guys next week for some more My Hero Academia. Take care, everybody.